You are going to imagine a sunrise or a sunset today. You can also go online and print off, just look up or Google images of sunrises and sunsets. That would be good if you want a picture to look at or to go by. You don't have to copy mine. What I would like you to do is copy the process, the beginning part of what I'm going to do today. I'm going to choose a spot right over here, kind of down low, because my sun is going down or coming up right back here above the horizon, which is going to be down here. So I'm going to start right here with some yellow and white. And instead of painting one whole color in my background, I'm going to do something called a sunburst. I'm going to have the sun coming around, the light coming around the sun in gradually getting a little bit darker and darker and darker. But it's kind of like a big burst of sunlight that's going to be coming through the trees. And I started with the white. I don't really want a line around the different colors. I just want it to look like the light is bursting through behind these trees. So I'm blending a little bit so that you don't see a line in between your colors, at least not very much anyway. And then coming out further and further, I'm adding a little bit of water because I want this sunburst to start getting darker, and then go back and blend it into your oranges so that it doesn't look like it starts all of a sudden. It's gradually coming out bigger and bigger. This is fun. You will be able to do your whole background in shades, in hot shades of color. And this is kind of a darker red out here, a little bit darker, a little more purpley red. So I'm getting it a little darker as it comes out. Let me see if I can make it even darker. I'm mixing my red into some browns because I want it to start getting really dark out here and out here. So instead of a solid color, we're doing this sunburst today. It's kind of fun, all the different ways you can put a background and then paint over top of it to get different effects. If you were doing a snow scene, you could do this, but you'd have to really work to get the cooler blues back in. Actually, that would be kind of fun to try it. This could be an ocean. It could be in the mountains. We did an ocean scene not too long ago, so I'm going to go back to the mountains, I think, and put in some mountains back in here. Just a kind of a dull idea that there's something back here far away. But look what happens. You get the colors, the reds and the yellows coming through, which is good. It makes it look like it's reflections on the mountains of the light. Let's put something dark in here. Usually when the sky is so colorful, you have some silhouettes that happen. We could put some trees back in here. This one's closer. These trees are not going to stay black, and I'm going to put some color on them, but I want to get some darker shading back in here. There's something that's happening far away, way back in here. And I want a road that's going to come here. And I want a big hill over here. And I want to show some trees so that you can see. These trees are close up, but you're going to be able to see the sky. This is a really big, wide brush, but if you turn it on its side, you can use it to make some skinny lines that can help you make trees. Why are the trees red? Sometimes the trees that are in front of all of this beautiful color reflects the color, and you can actually see. Let's get this tree bigger in here, and this one maybe a little bigger at the bottom. All right, so I'm going to reflect some sunlight down here on the road. I want some yellowy colors down here that show me that there's something going on down here. And then I want some real yellow greens, yellow back up in here on the hill, and maybe in here, and maybe in here in front of the house. Maybe there's some yellow greens down here because the sun is shining on the ground. And then we've got shadows. So this side of the tree might be a little darker green, and there's probably a shadow going this way. There's shadows coming down the hill. Back in here, and there's some green back in here. I'm going to go over that gray and put some green back in here. I'm going to come in with just a middle green, kind of an in-between green, and fill in. That's a little dark, but that's okay. We'll use it. Some greens in here. And then some greens in here. And then maybe a few greens back in here, far away. I think I want to change it so that you're looking through the trees over here on this side too. I think I'm going to put some big, tall trees through here because I want to be seeing far away through the sky. So that I'm seeing through the trees. One side of this little house back here in the distance needs to be a little bit lighter. So I'm going to have the light hitting this side of the house and the roof to make it look like that there's a side. That brush is getting to be a little bit too big. You always start with your big brushes and then you go to your smaller brushes. So I'm going to put some shadows going across the road where these dark green shadows are. I'm going to go in with a blue, purpley blue color so that the shadows look like they're going across the road here. And then maybe get in just a little more yellow into this grass and into this, in front of this barn and way back behind the barn. And some more yellow in here in between the shadows to really show the sunlight hitting the ground. So you can, you start with your big sunburst, and then you have other colors coming in front of it, other trees. I think I need to have something even lower down here, and maybe some leaves. Something in front helps with the perspective so that you're looking through the trees, through all of these beautiful brown, dark. Take all your colors and mix them together. Purples, oh, the purples are really pretty. Some of these dark areas in here. Red and blue makes purple. So I've got some even darker purples up in here and showing the sky behind everything. Let's put a few little leaves in here. Warm colors in the front, cooler colors in the back. Although you're having a sunset, so your bright sunset's in the back too. So you're using your darks to pull in front of those lighter colors. Your lighter colors back in here and here is making the darker colors come forward and the lighter colors go back. So you can use different shades of your brown to make it look like the light's hitting these trees. So try the sunburst and see what you can do. You can do it over an ocean. You can do it over the mountains. You can do it over a wintertime scene. You know, it might be really neat to do it over a snow scene and see what you can do with that. So try the sunburst instead of just a solid background and see what you can do. Thank you.